Yeah, felt pretty good. I was excited to get the nod and let everything fall in place, I suppose, with my preparations for this tour. So, yeah, great feeling being out there. Really enjoyed yesterday to get those 7 wickets on the board. On a big day one, and then they got a few runs today. But nice to, I suppose, bowl them out around that 300 mark, and the game's nicely poised as we sit going into day 3.
Obviously a decent bowling stint from you on day one. How's the body this morning?
I was a bit sore this morning, but that's just part of the trade, I suppose. It's been a wee while between drinks with the red ball in my hand, but great to be out there. I think I'll be better for the hit out with a big week coming up next week. But yeah, felt good to have the Duke in the hand, and it was nice to swing a few round there.
In terms of you playing in this test match, how much of that is down to you sort of putting your hand up and saying, that you wanted to play?
I suppose a little bit falls on me, but yeah, what worked really well was the fact the travel went well, and I managed to get out of that isolation kind of period coming into the UK quicker than was expected. So as you could imagine, I was very excited at the prospect of hopefully playing the second test match. So I felt like I gave myself the best chance with preparing with that week back home, and then getting straight into it here. So once again, it was great to be out there, and hopefully we can get the job done and win a very important series.
Yeah, so I guess once you got back with the team, you were back around everyone else, it became pretty clear pretty quickly you'd be up and available for playing in this match.
Yeah, like I said, to get through that quarantine very quickly. I found it pretty hard to sit on the sidelines there at such a historic ground that is Lord's last week. I thought the boys were on fire out there, and I was just itching at the bit to be out there, to be honest. So to get this chance to come up here to Birmingham, 100% if things worked out, I wanted to be out there. So it's nice to be out there.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned sitting on the sidelines up there. Obviously Tim and Kyle are sort of having to do that this week. How's the sort of feeling amongst the bowling group from those guys about having to have a bit of a rest this week?
Yeah, some hard decisions, I suppose, and hard calls were had to be made, looking for later in the tour. But a unique situation, definitely different having such a big squad here, and to make 6 changes going into a test match, definitely something a bit new for a lot of people. But I think the guys have gelled very nicely, some new combinations there, both with the ball and some different roles there with the bat as well. So big day tomorrow, big first session, and I'm sure the boys are looking to really crack on and push as far forward as we can in this game and set ourselves up nicely with the bat.
Yeah, in terms of those changes, obviously one of them sort of you coming back in, you've been a pretty regular part of the team. But with some of these guys getting, I guess, a rare opportunity to play Test cricket for the BLACKCAPS, has that sort of fostered a sense of really wanting to show what they can sort of do?
Yeah, I can imagine it. I suppose can go one or two ways. Really, you can try too hard and try to impress, and I suppose go the other way. But I think the real foundation of the side is that there is a lot of depth involved in the group, and Matt Henry comes in, seamlessly just adapts to the role. He's played a bit of Test cricket, obviously very successful with the white ball, and just fits in very nicely. But the likes of Darren Mitchell had a great start to his international career. And then AJ's got the nod here and bowled a lot of overs for a New Zealand spinner on day one of a test match. So, the boys are really relishing that opportunity. They're all excited to be out there, and I thought everyone contributed nicely.
Yeah, obviously yesterday you got England to 176, and they managed, the bowlers in the tail managed to add a fair bit from there. I know you didn't play at Lord's, but it was a similar situation there in the first innings. Do you think there's sort of something happening there that is stopping you from sort of finishing the job as quickly as you'd like, or is it just a case of teams digging in and sort of faring a bit better?
Yeah, I suppose in the modern era, teams are good batters all throughout their lineups, and how many times have we seen a tail wag and add kind of crucial runs, both from an opposition point of view as well as from our end with the bat. So, as a bowler, would love it to all just fall into place and everything just fall over. But, from their point of view, they've probably eked out a couple of very valuable runs and a couple of nice partnerships there. So it inspires me with the blade to want to do the same thing. And, he's hoping we can I suppose, revert back and dish back, some handy runs with our lower order as well.
Yeah, and I'll be obviously looking forward to tomorrow. Obviously, I imagine the plan will be to try and bat all day if possible. But when you guys do get back in the field, I know you were on Sky saying the pitch was flat. It's going to be probably a real sort of task with the ball.
Yeah, I haven't played too much red ball cricket here at Edgbaston, but the wicket does look very true. There's no real signs of deterioration or up and down movement, but we've played on numerous flat wickets throughout our careers, and understand the concept of keeping it tight. And when that opportunity does come with the ball, of course we'll be looking forward to it. But hopefully a big day with the bat. If we can push forward with as many runs as we can, get a nice lead, then we'll just go from there. But a lot of hard work to be done in that first session.
And for a bowler like yourself, you must look at what Jimmy and Stuart were doing after tea and get excited by that. But also, as you mentioned, AJS is in the team for a reason, and he could potentially come into things as this game goes on.
Yeah, 100%. Firstly, to watch those guys operate. I've played against them a wee bit, but they're magicians in a way, and it's nice firsthand to see them exploit conditions like that. But equally for our boys to negate it and get through it was equally as pleasing. So, Jazzy is probably looking forward to that second innings impact that hopefully he has. I think he's one of the most accurate spin bowlers in New Zealand, and he's going to be a great asset for our bowling unit moving forward in this game.
Cool, that's all from me, thanks.
Trent, can you hear me okay?
Yep, all good.
I just wanted to ask, you sort of touched on it there, but coming off the back of a break from red ball cricket and obviously a long flight and everything, was there any thought about sitting this game out in sort of preparation for next week?
Yeah, initially I wasn't really expecting to play this game, but everything fell into line, and I gave myself that chance to get out there, and I think I'll definitely be better off with the hit out. It's one thing kind of loading and getting through numbers in the nets, but to simulate that kind of game fitness and have to come back 3 or 4 or 5 times in a day, there's kind of no real other way to do that. So I'm hoping it puts me in good stead, and it's been great fun being out there. Yeah, the toes are a bit sore, but that's what happens when you, I suppose, ram them into the end of your shoes for 30 overs. But I'm excited with what lies ahead next week down in Southampton. But equally as excited with what I suppose the opportunity lies here with us over the next couple of days. So he's hoping for another good day tomorrow, and we'll see what happens from there.
And just lastly, sort of throwing forward to that final, there's obviously a lot of competition for a limited number of places within the attack. Could you just reflect on that a little bit, and the number of, a lot of quality bowlers are going to miss out on selection? Yeah,
healthy competition. I think the boys are, very excited about the prospect, but they've put in a lot of hard yards, not just over the last couple of weeks, but over a couple of years of a Test Championship sector, or whatever you want to call it. So, some hard calls will have to be made, but the big picture is hopefully working to that collective goal of lifting a world title will be pretty exciting. So now the guys are championing a bit to see what happens there.